Hello again, everyone. As of right now, happy end of April. Tomorrow's May 1st. Lovely. Tomorrow is May 1st, as we officially are 10 days away from Backlash from St. Louis. Erik Dunn here with Falls Count Anywhere, still strong as the day is long. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is hanging in there. Ugh, I'm just tired, man. But I will say everything for WWE is being lined up exactly how we thought it should be. My big question is it sustainable? We're going to find out. So throughout the 60 minutes together, no, sorry, 60 minutes. No, sorry, I'm not going 60 minutes. I don't go 60 minutes. Throughout the time we had together, SmackDown results from Friday, Raw results from Monday, anything I have currently about Backlash, and we'll dive right into it. Follow us on Anywhere live every Wednesday at 5 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, as well as Amazon, Google, Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, and Podbean podcasts. Please follow us on our Facebook and YouTube channels at Rhode Island Broadcasting, also on Twitch and TikTok at RI Broadcasting. Patreon, where you can help support our show, including Going On Daily and Sports Unfolded, who is my friend basically my neighbor with 990wbob.com, where I do I'm Done with Sports. And for those that want to be an advertising sponsor to want to help grow your business or try to get involved from the advertising sense, your ad is going to be read over here. And people will not only see it, it'll be heard on the audio version for Spotify, Amazon, Red Circle, and many more. For those that want to get involved, send an email to the man behind the scenes, Robert Rigo, at um, all one word, ribroadcasting.media at gmail.com. All one word, ribroadcasting.media at gmail.com. Where I'll get you underway, send you everything you need to help you get involved so that way you can join the family. This broadcast of False Carney is the exclusive property of Erik Dunn Productions, Ron Rego, and Rhode Island Broadcasting for the private use of our audience. And any publication, reuse, or redistribution by anyone is not prohibited and is given express consent to be shared and is greatly appreciated. There we go. By the way, that transition from the ad was actually pretty good. So, folks, we are going strong, and we are hanging in there. So, with all that being said now, let's begin with SmackDown from this past Friday. And for it being the first SmackDown after WrestleMania, this was the situation here. John once again opened up the show, and they were talking about Backlash. Randy Orton came out and interrupted John. Well, actually, yeah, that's fair, right? Yeah, he interrupted John after the RKO he gave him from Raw the Monday prior. And the main event of Backlash is now set. I'll tell you what that is after. Uh, Jay Cargill lined up challenged Tiffany Stratton, and that I could see. However, in a one-on-one ever first time match, Naomi she attacked Cargill after a barn burner, and Nia Jax returns, taking out Stratton with a leg drop. Joy, Nia's back. LA Knight and Drew McIntyre stepped up to Jacob Fatu. So these two are probably fighting for the U.S. title at some point, but I wonder if LA will get his rematch. Zelina Vega is the new Women's United States Champion. After defeating Chelsea Green in back-to-back matches, Zelina finally got her title opportunity. Vega needed eyes from every side as the secret Herbis tried to interfere on multiple occasions. Alba Fire and Piper Niven caused one too many distractions. Official Ryan Tran ejected them both. After the Frascas, Vega hit the code red to become the second women's U.S. champion in WWE. Finally, she's a champion. Good for her. And then what happened next? Surprising. Aleister Black, after over 5 years, roughly 4.5, returned to WWE and took out The Miz with a black mass. And then Drew McIntyre defeated LA Knight via disqualification. So LA and Drew squared off in a number one contenders match. Both superstars coming in with massive wear and tear, nursing their wounds from WrestleMania. Despite the pain, Knight and McIntyre duked it out like warriors with jumping neckbreakers and headbutts. With the ref's backs turned, Solo struck LA with the Samoan spike, leaving Drew the opportunity to hit the Claymore. Just as the Scottish Warrior was setting up the Claymore, Damian Priest appeared out of nowhere, attacking McIntyre before giving him a choke slam, a South of Heaven choke slam through the announce table. U.S. champion Jacob Fatu got the final word by taking out both Knight and Priest. And the main event was Street Profits, DIY, and the Motor City Machine Guns in a triple threat tag team TLC match for the tag team titles. The TLC match returned for the first time in nearly 5 years as the Street Profits took on DIY and Motor City Machine Guns with the gold hanging high above the ring. An incredible moment. Montez Ford was gifted a prosthetic leg from a fan and used it to nail Gargano in the back. Ford kept up the incredible moments, leaping over the top rope to land a swanton bomb onto Tommaso Ciampa through its table. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley showcased their unique style as well by hitting skulls and bones onto Gargano through a table. Big boy Angelo Dawkins hit an immense spear on Ciampa, who was dangling from a ladder, crashed through a table below. Just as showing Gargano was fighting at the top of the ladder, Montez climbed up the inside of the ladder, knocking both of them off to retain their titles. The Street Profits are still tag team champions. Good. I thought that was a good main event. Now we dive into what happened on Raw Monday night. And we're starting to see some signs of this. Sammy confronted Seth, Braun, and Heyman. Rollins offered to move Zayn to SmackDown so he wouldn't become a target, and he immediately said, "Go to hell." Rhea Ripley defeated Roxanne Perez by disqualification. During a post-match attack by Perez and Julia, the women's world heavyweight champion Io Sky emerged to help out Rhea out of the jam, but Rhea did look at her and say, "I'm coming for you in that title," so we might get a rematch from them. This was stupid, but the world heavyweight champion Jey Uso super kicked Logan Paul during a confrontation. Why is Logan Paul going to get a title shot with Jey? He better not get a title shot. I have no idea why he would even think that he would even be deserving of one anyway. I mean, what? What, because he beat AJ Styles? Okay, sure. But just so you know, I'm sarcastic, by the way. There's no way he deserved one anyway. The World Raiders defeated Finn Balor and JD McDonough. And then Becky Lynch explained to everybody why she attacked Lara Valkyra last Monday night. And they got into a brawl after Lyra challenged her at Backlash. NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Wagner defeated Ivy Nile. Pat McAfee verbally blasted Gunter and may have a match against the Ring General at Backlash. That will be confirmed next week. Sammy versus Braun was stopped by the official. After Sammy refused to be bullied off Raw by Seth, Braun devastated Zayn by hitting four spears until the official was forced to call for the bell. Rollins then informed Braun that Zayn made his bed and hit Sammy with an earth-shattering stomp. Well, Seth's the heel now. There's no way that Seth's the face because of what he did. So that's going to turn Reigns and Punk both faces. Could we see them team up? That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. And then, looking at Backlash, here's what we have for right now. In a heated rivalry born in betrayal, when Lara's WrestleMania partner Bayley was seriously attacked prior to the women's tag team title match against Liv and Raquel, the man returned to help her win the gold on the grandest stage of them all. Liv and Raquel reclaimed the title the next night in a rematch, promoting an outraged Lynch to suddenly assault her partner. After making it known she was the one who ambushed Bayley to replace her, the man was confronted by the title holder, leading to the announcement of their showdown. Lara will defend the women's Intercontinental title against the man. And then the main event. John and Randy one last time. What would John Cena's final year as a competitor be without an historic final battle against longtime rival Randy Orton? The Viper struck Cena with an RKO one day after he shocked Cody at WrestleMania 41 to win the 17th. On SmackDown, Orton officially challenged Cena at Backlash, which will emanate from the Viper's hometown, St. Louis. Cena and Orton have a legendary rivalry, having faced each other 21 times in a wide variety of matches that included two Hell in a Cells. Oh, wait, in 14, a TLC match in 13, and I Quit match in 09, and more. In their 21 battles, Cena is 13-7-1 against Orton in singles competition. The last time those two squared off was an episode of SmackDown in 17, where Cena emerged victorious. Cena is undefeated against Randy in their last four matches, with Cena eclipsing Ric Flair's record of 16. Orton is not that far behind with 14 attached to the Apex Predators resume. With an impressive 31 world titles between these legendary future Hall of Famers, this match may have the most world titles shared ever in a singles contest. Who will walk out the victor and the undisputed WWE champion, and what could be the final time these two future Hall of Famers will ever clash with each other? I couldn't believe it. The first thing I told myself was, this match is going to happen. John and Randy are going to face off one last time. And I'm excited for this. Like, I am beyond thrilled, not only for this match, but the fact that this is the main event. I called it during my preview of WrestleMania 2 weeks ago. I said Backlash is going to be in St. Louis. Randy's going to be involved. But would it be John or would it be Cody? A lot of people thought it'd be Cody. I thought so. I don't know. Is John going to hold this title? I have no idea. Too bad your win predictions aren't good. Yeah, I know. I know. I honestly can't see the future right now. Like I say, is it's going to be very interesting looking at the situation with John and Randy and thinking, what are they going to do different this time? Because I don't know. However, this main event is going to change the rest of the year in a way. I really don't think John's going to have this title for a long time. I mean, I really can't see John winning this title No, sorry, holding on to this towel a lot longer than what he has for it right now. I can't see it. Granted, it'll probably come down to preference, but we'll have to see, right? So, looking at my situation with next week's show, Backlash, go over the entire card. SmackDown Friday, Raw Monday. We'll have to see what happens, obviously. I just know for a fact that this is going to be a very, very interesting pay-per-view. Yep, I'm 11 and 14. Ron's 14 and 11. So we flip flops. So I'm basically three game. I'm basically three. I'm 3 points behind him. Yeah, I'm 3 wins behind. It's all right. I got time. Plenty of time. Except those last two names have got to be taken off. So it can be just you and I now. But guys, that's next week's preview. Raw and SmackDown, and then Backlash. Thank you guys for joining me here. I'll have updates for you next week. And with that being said, on behalf of the man behind the scenes, the creative RIP Rodrigo, this is Erik Dunn saying so long and thank you from my home in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. This has been a presentation of Falls Count Anywhere on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. Next week, get your predictions ready. Ron and I will have ours. Thank you so much for watching and listening.